All right, so chapter 8 talked about changing mindsets. And something that I think is really important that actually resonated throughout the entire book is just the how the two different mindsets views the process and processes. Um, the fixed mindset, doesn't really like the process. The fixed mindset is more of a don't tell me about the labor, just show me the baby, kind of mindset. They just really want those results, and whether those results are good or bad, that will determine what kind of person you are. Whereas in the growth mindset, I feel like growth mindset people love the process. Growth mindset people, sometimes even loves the process more than they like the results. Because they like the chase. They like the adrenaline. They like seeing themselves get better over time. And I think that's really important. And I think that's something that resonates throughout the entire book that I found out that was interesting, that kind of connected chapter 8 with the rest of the book. And that was something that I thought that I should definitely point out in this chapter. So if I was in an interview and I got asked or asked how I would address a toxic culture at the workplace, I would start with one, addressing the problem. The first step in AA is to admit that you have a problem, and a lot of people can't really admit that they have problems. We have to admit that there's a problem in the culture here at the company, and we have to work every day, day in and day out, to fix that problem. Um, the second is just not being judgmental. I think judgmental people have a fixed mindset. If you act this certain way, you in turn are this type of person, when that's not always true. Whereas growth mindset people, if they see something that doesn't necessarily fit their belief system, they'll think in their head, okay, how can I help this person, or how can I use this to learn? And we always want to be learning. We always want to keep learning and keep, pushing forward. We don't just want to get in that fixed mindset to where, oh, if this person acts like this, then they have to be that thing. We want to help each other, and we want to all work as a unit to accomplish a common goal. And three, I just think that it's important to have a relationship outside the office. I think that's very important. I'm a football player myself. I played 4 years of collegiate football, and I played my junior season. I played on a team that was 8-2, and we finished second in conference. And something that really resonated with that team, and something that really stuck out to me, was our camaraderie and the relationships that we had with each other. We would go out to movie nights, we would have bowling nights and things like that. We could go to high school football games in town together, just different things so that we can build that camaraderie and that we can build that sense of togetherness. And on Saturdays, on game days, when it was time to play the game, it was that much harder to quit on my teammate. If I knew that the man to my left and the man to my right were both good people, and I knew what they were about, and I knew a little bit about their background, it made it that much easier for me to work hard for them and not to quit. And I think the same thing applies in the workplace. I think the better that you get to know someone, the easier that it'll be to work with them. A lot of times people in the workplace don't really get to know each other, and in times you get really um, dismembered, really tough work environments, and it's really hard to be productive, and it's really hard not to have a toxic environment when the employees don't really know one another. So I think just in terms of our company, going out to baseball games and things like that, not necessarily movie nights like my football team did, but going out to baseball games, going out to different sporting events, things like that. Maybe go out to a restaurant or something and have lunch. Those are all things that I think would be advantageous to changing the culture around the company. Thank you.